and join me in the craft room. I'm always happy to have some friends in the craft room with me. I've got something fun to do with you guys today. I got a fun craft project, but before I get started on that, while I'm kind of getting, shared into the group and things like that, I have another idea that I want to post, I want to share with you guys that I have been putting off, and I thought, oh, this will be the perfect time to do it. So if you're new here, I would love for you to say hello, hop on, make sure you're liking and following my page. If you see that red circle, you know you're catching me live. If not, you're catching me on the replay. And like I said, I should be getting sprinkled over to Creative Crafters Assemble. That is the event that I am in today, and it is called, I think it's just called, Lemon Day. It's a Lemon Day event, and like I said, right now, there is a gal on called Craftifornia Dreaming, and then after me is Crafting Barefoot with Sharon. Yeah, Sharon. I wanted to say Shannon, and I'm afraid that's what I'm going to say. But if you're not in already, haven't found that page, I did include a description in my, on my page on this particular video. So I'm just making sure I am showing up live, kind of getting my little admin stuff done. So if you're here, just say hello. I love to know what friends are here crafting with me. I have a fun little idea here that I found and was inspired by someone else, a picture, and I've been saving it to do. So I thought I would just start off with that, and then we'll get going on the project that I have. So bear with me just a second. I'm just trying to get one more little link in here. And you know how it always is. I can't ever find what I want when I want to find it. So let me just do this real quick. What is it? Where is it? Usually like to pin a little comment here. So let me just do this real quick. And it should be about my time. Hooray! Hello. I'm trying to double check that I am sprinkled where I need to be. So let me do that real quick. Welcome in. Welcome into the craft room, my friends. You guys, come on, Facebook. Okay, we're going to be like that. It's not even going to let me pin a prop. There we go. You guys. Ooh, Facebook is, Mr. FB is being a little ornery today. There we go. Okay. So now hopefully I should be able to see comments. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that I'm being streamed over into a new page that I found out about, a new group of crafty gals that have allowed me, hi, Keeping It Crafty with Sandy, have allowed me to join their group today to do a fun project that is lemon themed. So my name is Susan. If you're new here, that's what the So Inspired Design stands for. Those are my initials. So my name is Susan, and I'm always happy to have you in the craft room with me. It's so much more fun to craft with friends. When you hop on, say hello, like some of our friends. Miss Sandy is saying hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I am in coastal North Carolina, so I love to share a little bit of my lifestyle, a little bit of coastal living, and a lot of crafting. So, and a little bit of design. So I hope that you, oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Sandy. I hope that you will enjoy the project I have for you today. So to start it off with, like I said, I have a really cool craft project. And if I miss anything, oh, Arizona. All right. I know you're hot and toasty over there, just like we are here in North Carolina. I think it's 79 right now today. But it's still a beautiful day. It's always a beautiful day over by the beach. I have a fun, extra project to do in addition to a craft project today. We, in this event, it's called the Lemon Day event, and we could have done something in the kitchen. We could have made something for you, or we could have done a craft project. Well, crafting is near and dear to my heart, so of course that is what I lean to, although I do have a really good recipe for lemon squares. If you've never had them, they are so good. I should have probably done those, but then I've been forced to eat them, right? So they're really too good. You can't resist them. I'm telling you, they're really good. So if you ever need a recipe for lemon squares, hit me up and I'll be glad to send it to you. But I have a real lemon here, you guys, and this is just something really fun and cute. I mean, just, you can consider it to be crafty maybe, but it's really not. but anybody can do it. And I am going to try it out. So what you do is you take a real lemon, and we're just going to slice it up. Now this one has seen better days. It's been a while. It has been a while since I purchased this. So like I probably would not use this. Oh, lemon squares are the best, aren't they not? I would not use this to like cook with or to put in my drink. But it's going to be perfect, even though it's dried out a little bit and kind of older, it's going to be perfect for what I'm going to share with you guys today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out some of the lemon seeds, and tell me in comments if you've already heard of this. But I am going to take out some of the lemon seeds, the real lemon seeds from here, if I can find them. Surely I didn't get a lemon that has, you know, when you want to have seeds, you can't find them. When you have something that you don't want seeds for, it seems like it's filled right up with them. Isn't that the way it always is? So anyway, I'm just trying to poke out these old lemon seeds here, and I'm not drying them out. I'm not doing anything like that. And you guys, smells heavenly, even though it's not in the best shape. Hello, Miss Stella. Thanks for joining us today. Hi, Monty. What a cool name. I love that name. If you're new here, my name is Susan. I'd love for you to tell me where you're watching from. I am in coastal North Carolina. So we are going to get to the craft project, but I did a little ahead work. So I'm hoping, I'm not the fastest crafter, you guys, but I'm hoping I should be able to be done in 45 minutes. So this is just a little bonus episode. So I'm going to plant these lemon seeds, real lemon seeds. Hey, my friend Christy, in this pot. So I've been looking for the cutest little pot because I'm like, what do I want it in? Because it matters to me what things look like. I'm a decorator, so it matters to me what things look like. Look what I found, you guys. Look what I found. This little pot with this cute little face. It came in white or black, and it was only $3. Now, I'll tell you, I got this at, we have a store here in where I live. I'm so glad you're here, Monty. Let me know where you're watching from. We have a store here that is a combination. I had never seen this until we moved here to this area. Combination of Family Dollar and Dollar Tree. So you go in just the one entrance, but like the right side of the store is Dollar Tree, the left is Family Dollar. But then sometimes you'll find things like from the $3 and the $5 section of the Dollar Tree will be sprinkled into the Family Dollar side. So I'm not so sure if this is a Family Dollar purchase or if it would have been like the Dollar Tree, but it was still only $3. Look how cute. I'm pretty sure I'll be probably painting its eyes and maybe the lips because I love color. So if you're new here with me, hey Gia, hey Tammy. If you're new here, I am a color gal. So color and sparkle are my game. So this is probably a little too neutral for me, but it's adorable, right? So we're going to take the lemon seeds. I just have a little bit of potting soil, and I'm going to actually plant them in this little cute little face planter. So I just thought, you know what? This is something lemon themed, right? Why not? I've had this lemon sitting on my counter for a couple weeks. So hopefully we'll be able to find enough lemons. And even if only a few of them sprout, I'm all right with that. So if you've heard of this, let me know in comments. I just thought it would be fun. They say that once it starts, hey, Miss Faye, once it starts, they start to sprout, you're just going to have this greenery. Now, I'm not growing a lemon tree here with this, obviously, but you'll have this greenery, and it will make whatever room you put it in smell wonderful. So I figured, you know what? Lemons are pretty cheap. This little guy was pretty cheap. Even if this doesn't work out, I can obviously figure out something else to put into it. And hi, Craftifornia Dreamin'. Thanks for sharing your project idea with us. And I just thought, you know what? It's not that of an expensive of a, basically it's a science project, right? I'm trying to get one more seed. So I'm going to put these in here, and then I'll keep you posted on my page. I'll let you know, because I always share my garden, like about once a week I share my garden anyway. So I just thought this would be a practical thing that anybody could do. You know, you might already have a cute little pot at home. You guys, I cannot find hardly any seeds. Isn't that always the way? But you know what? My hands are going to smell wonderful, and we have some in there. I can always buy another lemon, right? I can always buy another lemon. I think I can. And then I think that's all I'm going to get out of there. So let me just wipe my hands real quick. Like I said, it smells heavenly, so I don't mind that it's all over. Oh, you love color and sparkle too. Well, you're my kind of gal. All right, so I'm just going to put these in here. And actually, you know what? I'm going to use the end of my paintbrush and just kind of push them down in the soil. And of course, I will water them. And I'll keep you all posted, and we'll see. I may buy another lemon just to add to it, just for fun, because you know I want it to kind of like be the hair that kind of pops up out of my little pot. So anyway, I just thought that was a fun idea that maybe I could share with you guys to get started off and introduce myself. I am new to this group of crafters, but I have been I've had my page for about 3 years, and there's lots of videos on there. I have YouTube, I have a Pinterest. I love to come on and inspire you guys whatever way I can. So there we go. Let's keep an eye on our guy. We'll see what happens to him. All right, so let's get down to our project time. Today's theme, of course, is lemons, and I have taken, you may recognize this. If you don't, then I don't know if you're actually a crafter, but this is from the Dollar Tree. And you guys, you love lemons too? Oh, good, 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 good. This is just one of their cute little signs that they always put out, and I've upcycled it. So I wanted to show you this just in case. I mean, I'm just going on the off chance. You know, I like to teach people as I create, so I tend to give a lot of information. So on the off chance you've never purchased one of these cute little forms, I mean, you can't beat it for $1.25, forms from the Dollar Tree. Now that one is pretty dang cute, right? This one was a harvest one. It definitely was not my look, not my color. But if you have one of these, you pick up one. When it's the end of the season, sometimes if there's any left over, occasionally you might get it even less than $1.25. But even if you're grabbing it for $1.25, just because you like the shape of a mason jar. I'm down here in the South. We love our mason jars. We love anything that you can put in a mason jar. So if you grab a couple of these, like I said, this one was a little different because it already had that burlap on it. I know you've seen those. I actually have some in my stash also that have the metal. Or you could add metal to it, which I've done a video a long time ago, adding metal to the top of one. But you can just upcycle this. So you're getting this surface, this shape that you want, but just doing what you want with it. Now, most of them come, a lot of them come with, like, as you can see, I told you I love some sparkle anyway. A lot of them come with glitter already on it. And if you don't know this already, you just spray a little bit of water on it and then get something to scrape that off. Now, don't let the water sit long because this is just MDF and whatever, like a paper coating. So don't let it sit long because it will start to deteriorate your paper. But just scrape that right off and then wipe it off, and then you've got you a nice clear surface without the bumps. And then just take it and lightly sand it. So that's what I did to this one. I lightly sanded it just kind of to prep my my board for painting. And I will tell you, you probably can even see the impression in there a little bit if I get the light right. This was a Thanksgiving one, I think, or yeah, it was Thanksgiving, I think. Yeah. Or harvest. It says happy harvest. It did take 2 coats of paint, and I did just add a little bit of painter's tape up here at the top so that I didn't have to be super careful at the edge. Okay, you just use a damp cloth. Thanks, Stella, for that tip. But anyway, that is a couple ways that you can get that off, and then just reuse this. So now we have a nice flat surface here, and I went ahead and painted it because I knew it would take a couple coats, and you guys don't need to watch me paint. You know how to paint, so I figured I would at least get ahead of the game with that because, like I said, I am a slow crafter, a slow crafter. But I think I'm meticulous. I just like to take my time and enjoy the process. To me, crafting is therapy, so or you know, just a way to escape the real world for a while. So I love to be able to do that. So I did use 2 coats of green, and I only used just gosh, I've had this forever, you guys. Craft Smart. Who even knows where that comes from? I don't remember. But it's just the color green acrylic paint. Okay, so our theme is lemons, and what I decided I was going to do is I'm going to do a cute little design. Like I said, down here in the South, we like, thank you, Crafter for your dream. We like things in mason jars. So a lot of times we actually use our cups for our glasses that we drink out of as mason jars, not just for decorating, not just for canning and storing things, but we use them for drinking out of. And because I'm also down in the South, we love our sweet tea. So the design I'm going to do today is going to have to do with sweet tea, but of course, sweet tea is better with lemon in it, right? And we're going to use this surface for it. So I went ahead and painted it the green, and I'm going to show you what I always try to get inspired. I normally, like Jennifer earlier, and then I think even Raven was saying that, hi Sherry, that they kind of, I love the color teal with yellow and doing that with lemons and stuff. That is definitely my language. That's my color schemes that I like. But I decided to go a little bit out of my comfort zone today. And I usually look for an inspiration color or an inspiration piece to give me my color scheme for what? You don't like drinking out of those? Sorry. Well, you can have a straw. You can have a straw, Christy. Sorry, girl. We do. So instead of doing those colors, of course we need some green with our lemons. So that was that was a no-brainer. I originally was going to paint this blue because I don't know if y'all know it or not, but you can get mason jars that are like tinted blue. They look blue. So like a little, like I said, aqua, turquoisey, teal, light teal color. So I love that. And that's what I was going to do, but then I said, nope, let me get some inspiration. So I pulled some of my napkins. So here's a couple different napkins that I have. And as you can see, we have our green. So that was an easy part, right? And that one doesn't have any color. But then I also pulled a stack of, I went through my fabrics because I know I'm going to make a messy bow. So I actually happen to have this stack of fabrics. I think I got it last year. It was from the $5 section of the Dollar Tree. Like sea glass. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly, Stella. They're so pretty and I love them. And I have a couple of them, but I didn't have time to find them. So this was a stack that came with all these lemon patterns in it. And like I said, this is not normally my go-to, but I thought, why not use these for my messy bow? And this will be my color inspiration. So that's kind of what I've gone with. I'm not going to do a lot with the black, but I will use some black beads as an accent. Okay. So these are, like I said, these are my color inspirations. So that's what we're going to go with. Now, I am going to use a transfer stencil because I'm also I am an independent designer with Couture. So I have a lot of transfer stencils. So I went into my stash, some of my old stuff, and we have the cutest little design that says raised on sweet tea and sunshine. And that would be me. That would definitely be me. So I am going to use that design on here. This is already prepped in that it was painted, but I do need to add a layer of surface wax to it. Hi, Karen. How are you? Thanks for joining us, guys. My name's Susan. Thanks for joining me in this group. I'm so excited to be a part of the Creative Crafters Assemble group today. And I'm also happy that you're here. If you don't already like and follow my page, I would love it if you would do that. Like I said, I just like to come on and inspire you. Whether it's, well, honestly, I like to inspire you, but sometimes I just entertain you. Sometimes I just like to educate you. And then sometimes, you know, we just hang out together and craft and chat. So all of that is fun for me. I think it's much more fun to craft with friends. And this is just a way that we can do it virtually. Not everybody can get out and about, so I love that I can share my creative ideas with you, and it always means the world to me that you allow me to do that, to come into your home for a little while and share my ideas. So anytime you sprinkle me out into the universe, which is just S-H-A-R-E, I so appreciate it. Hey, Donna. Hey, Miss Tabitha. How are you, girlfriends? There's some of my friends. All right, so all I'm doing is putting a layer of surface wax on this, you guys. I do have this. I got this from my shop. It lasts a really long time, and any kind of surface wax will do. Once I put it on, I'm going to buff it in really well because I want the wax on there. It's going to protect my transfer stencil because it is self-adhesive. Yes, ma'am, Louisiana representing, and we've got Oregon representing, and we've got Texas representing, and North Carolina representing, and another friend on here from North Carolina. So let me know if you haven't told me yet. I heard Arizona. Let me know if you haven't told me yet where you're from. So where I want to make sure I buff it in really well because my transfer stencils are sticky on the back. They're self-adhesive and they're reusable. So I want to make sure I don't ruin it. That's why. I don't want to ruin it. So I put the wax on here so it will kind of seal in the paint, but then it also protects my transfer from picking up any paint from it. Okay, so that's all I got to do there. And I'm going to keep the mat down below this because I am going to do Mod Podge on the back. I'm going to finish it off. So here's one of them. Guys, these are not, this is an old one. I pulled this from my old stash. This is an old one. Now, what I do to prepare it, look how cute that is. Raised on sweet tea and sunshine. I love that. I love that. But then we've got some lemons because we've got to have lemons go along. And of course I have some little little lemon, I guess that's a lemon bloom, and I have a couple little sprigs and like a little splash. So we'll just make something fun with all that, and then a little quarter part of a lemon. Now obviously you could use these for limes, oranges, I guess even grapefruit, right? I do have to say that one year, a couple years ago, I had a design, and I still have it, that has talked about lemonade, and I did it that month. It was a DIY kit that I had that month, and that I usually try to show at least one idea a week with that. When I would do that, and I did 1 week, I did regular lemonade, like yellow lemonade. Montana represented, awesome, and of course California and NC. I love all this. Oh, Stella, but you're from Arizona but live in Georgia. Okay, cool. You're not too far from me. All right, I am just taking these off of the backer sheet that stores them on because they're sticky. And I did, so the first week I did regular lemonade. The next week I did pink lemonade. The next week I did raspberry lemonade. The next week I did strawberry lemonade, because the only one I didn't do was blueberry lemonade, because you know, you can get lemonade in all those wonderful flavors. Now I will tell you a little secret. I cannot drink lemonade. Lemonade is too acidic. I can't drink orange juice or lemonade. I have always had trouble with them. They're too acidic for me, so I don't drink them. But I do love lemons themselves. And another little hint, in case you don't know this already, I do this every morning. And the first thing when I get up, I drink a really big thing. Well, I have something, usually have a bottle or 16 or 18 ounces, 20 ounces of water. I add a little bit of fresh lemon juice to it. Hi, Karen from New Mexico. I am getting all kinds of Southwest people here. I love it. Add a little bit of lemon to your water and drink that first thing in the morning, even before your coffee or your tea or whatever your caffeinated beverage is of choice. If you do that, it flushes the toxin. Guava lemonade, girl, I have not heard of that one. That sounds good. I love me some guava and mango and any tropical fruit. Papaya, oh my gosh, I love all that stuff. But it will flush the toxins out of your body. It helps your liver to function better and flushes the toxins out of your body. That's the only lemon I do. And I do love lemon flavored things. I just cannot drink the lemonade itself. So, but everybody in my family loves lemonade, so it's usually in my refrigerator. Yeah, oh, that's good to know, Donna. Yeah, I can't do orange juice either. They're just, I don't know why. I don't know why. My body just does not like any of them, and it's okay. It's okay. All right, guys, so I think I could probably take this off. Let's go ahead and take this off. This is just my painter's tape that kind of made it a little easier on me when I was painting. All right. So I used to do events, and it's been quite a while. I've been out of the event circle for a while, and I decided that I kind of missed the companionship and the, you know, being in community with some of the other crafters. So I was super excited when this opportunity came up with Gia and this group. So I appreciate y'all letting me crash your party. I love it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I might have to turn it around while I'm, and if you don't like this burlap, you could obviously take it off too. I don't mind it. I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of farmhousey, kind of rustic. I'm going to turn this around for just a minute while I place this. And guys, I am a little off center, so I usually don't put it straight on. I like to do this, that way I'm not all wrapped up in, is it straight? Is it completely, you know, the way I want it to be? Like, is it lined up perfectly? Because I usually eyeball everything. So if I can turn it a little cockeyed, then that helps me too. Or as I think my friend Christy says, cattywampus. If I could turn it a little bit, does that work for that too? I don't know, but I'm just going to turn it a little bit sideways, and then I'm going to just press it down. And then what you can see through here, you guys, this is what I love. Look at the details I've got in here. So these are silk screen. So they have little details built into them, so I don't have to worry about adding all those little details. Uniform, let me see. Uniform, I don't know what that is. What do you mean, Miss Stella? Uniform. All right, so, yes, there you go. I'm sorry. I was like, what? That was what I was just saying, right? Cattywampus, cockeyed, angled, whatever. Uniform, exactly. I don't have to worry about it being uniform. So I've got that added on there right now. And now I'm just going to look for, I'm going to see, I'll place where I want to put a couple other elements in just a minute, but we're just going to go ahead and do this part first. And the color that I'm using, you guys, look at this. I told you guys I'm all about shimmer. Wonky is better. Well, yeah, most people understand that better, don't they? So this color has got shimmer in it. It's a yellow, and this is just chalk paste, you guys. And that is a yellow shimmer, and it's called Pucker. Isn't that awesome? So that's the color I'm using because it's got my shimmer in it. I absolutely love my shimmer. All right, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply. It's just wet chalk. And I'm trying to keep track of the time because like I told you guys, I am not a quick crafter, but I have little notes to myself and I can see the clock over in the distance. So if I can see it on my phone right now, so I think I'm all right. Because it's not really, I knew it wouldn't take a long time. That's why I threw in that little bonus thing at the beginning. So anyway. So if you like lemonade, tell me in comments, what's your favorite lemonade? Hi, Lisa. How are you, my friend? Yes, of course it matches my top, Tammy. Yep, I can't help it. Although my top doesn't have any sparkle in it, but I can't help it, you guys. I go all out. Like I said, I love color, but I also go all out. I mean, my earrings, you guys can't see it, but they're mason jar. They are little mason jar drinks. So I can't help it. It's just something I do. I would love it if I had a sparkly yellow shirt. But if you like lemonade, tell me what kind. Okay, so I'm all done with that. Now this does have shimmer in it, so it's like a little gritty, so I have to push a little harder sometimes just to get it through the silk screen with that. But I will pull this back. I'm gonna turn it around and show you guys. What do we got here? Guava lemonade, yeah. Hey Renee, how are you? Yeah, might need to try guava next, right? And you eat fresh lemons. Oh, Tabitha, my mom loved a fresh lemon. And it's like a rite of passage for every child in our family. The kids and the grandkids, cousins and all that stuff, to always get one from my mom when she was alive. So we always make sure they have to taste a lemon because, you know, it's priceless to see that first reaction when they try out a lemon. Okay, guys, here we go. I gotta see that though. But my mom used to eat lemons. She said that's what helped her with her morning sickness. Lavender syrup. Okay now. All right now, Raven. Now you're bragging over there. That sounds really yummy. Okay. Is that not cute? But it's kind of plain, right? Kind of just like, oh, yeah, it's just kind of thrown on there. Not much to it. I'm going to set this over to the side, spray some water on it until I can take it to my sink. I'll wash that with some just cool running water and a sponge. I am going to actually dry this a tiny bit with my little air dryer. Hang on, guys. I need my little air dryer. It doesn't need heat because it's just wet chalk. I'm just speeding up the process since we're on our live. So I will use heat in a minute when I do another part of the project. But thank you, Tabitha. Coffee syrup for lemonade. Even. Yes, now I have seen that because I don't use the Torino brand. I use the I use a different brand for my coffee because I try not to do the sugar. But I have seen even them. They have flavored lots of different sugar-free flavors that you could do as well. But yeah, that I haven't thought about putting lavender syrup in anything. That sounds yummy. Okay, this is just a little air dryer. So I'm just speeding up this process real quick so I can put a couple more designs on here. Because it's just wet chalk. It dries in about, the matte color is dry in about 5 minutes. This shimmer is in about 7. I do have my ceiling fan on though, so that's probably helping off as well. Yeah, you girls are giving us some good ideas. Lavender lemonade. My daughter, I think, would like that. She likes lavender in her teas. Yeah, that feels about dry. And watermelon one. Yes, watermelon would be good. Oh, I had some good watermelon on Saturday. Oh my goodness, it was good. I'm glad that watermelon season's here. Okay, so now we're gonna add a couple more because we gotta get some lemons on here, right guys? So all I'm gonna do is, let me think. So like I think what I'm gonna do is, look, I tell stories when I create. Pink lemonade, yeah. That was always a favorite with all the kids when they were little. If I tell stories when I do my crafts to myself. So if I was gonna have some tea and some maybe a whole lemon slice in it, more than likely, like it's probably gonna be like down at the bottom, right? Those are gonna kind of come down to the bottom. I'm gonna just do a few, I might do a few over here, almost like they don't even have to be all the way on it. I'm just gonna do a couple of lemon slices over here, almost like it just settled to the bottom of my glass. Does that sound good? And then we'll put a little slice at the top too. Okay, let's pull that one off and then let's see. Got one down there. You know, when I'm decorating and when you, the surface was from the Dollar Tree. I upcycled it. Oh, I lost a, let me see here. I lost some pink lemonade, strawberry, raspberry. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I was saying I have done the strawberry before and the raspberry. I used to drink raspberry sweet tea when I used to drink sweet tea. I try not to drink sweet tea anymore. When you're decorating, usually you want to work in threes. I'm trying to think because I don't want to get it on, I don't want to smear it, but I also am trying to be able to reuse my transfer without cleaning it. So let's see, I'll dry that a little bit again. Check out what else. What green did I use? This is just called green. It's a very basic green. It's just from Craftsmart. I have had it for years, you guys. I don't even know when I got that or where. Green tea, strawberry lemonade. Oh yeah, that sounds good too. A party warehouse I went to one time. Oh, I missed that one. I can't see it all. Yes, this yellow is fabulous because it's got shimmer in it. Thanks for helping, Chrissy. I love it. Yeah, Craftsmart I think it is, but I'm telling you guys, like, this sucker is old. I don't know. Oh gosh, 2016. I mean, I guess it doesn't expire. I don't throw things away, y'all. I just don't. And obviously I haven't, it still works. All right, we're gonna do a couple more. I think I'm gonna put it here. Because I want to embellish it too, so I don't want to waste too much time because I only have about 15 more minutes. Probably add at least one more lemon. But I usually work in threes when I'm decorating with things. So I've got two right now down here. I definitely feel like we need another one up here. So we're going to take this other side and kind of go over here with it. And then we'll move on to the top. Now, I still think this would have looked great with the, you know, with an aqua color glass, but I wanted to, and that one didn't come out all the way because I didn't get all of it covered, but it's going to be fine. I think I'm still going to like it. Now we're going to add a little slice of lemon up here, like it's kind of at the top. But like I said, I have these inspiration pieces, and that kind of dictated my colors today. We're just going to do one of those. And then I think this is the cutest. Is that not the cutest little design? So I think we're going to put our little splash. I feel like my little splash needs to go over here, almost like a squirt of lemon or a splash of your drink. We're going to put one of those there. And one down here. Because I can. You know what? That's the cool thing about DIY, you guys, is you can make it look wherever you want to make it look. Your color favorites, your designs, you get to create your own. That's what I love about it. I have been upcycling things and DIYing things for so long. I'm not going to use any of these other little pieces, but I sure do like that little guy. I wonder if I could put that up here almost like it's, I don't know. I don't know if it'll do it on the burlap. Let's try it. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Yeah, I need an ice cube. I don't think I do, but have an ice cube. But yeah, we could maybe pretend we have our lemons are ice cube shaped, lemon shaped ice cubes. How's that? I'm going to just put this little flower up here just because I can. Because you can pretty much do this on anything. Now I know you can't see it great, but it's up there hiding. I may decide to do it somewhere else later too. I don't know. Or I might even do it on a piece of, I may chalk that on a piece of paper and then cut it out and attach it up there so it'll be another 3D element. All right, so that's all I need to do with my chalk. I'm gonna put that aside real quick. So we're gonna move on to what else I wanna show you guys with it, okay? We are gonna dry that really quick because we're gonna have to flip this over. So what I did was, because these guys were my inspiration for my messy bow, which I may or may not have time to get done before we get it. These were my inspiration pieces for my messy bow. Remember, this was a whole little fat quarter pack, 5 pieces I got from Dollar Tree. And that was my inspiration for my color scheme that I'm going to use today. And then I have these napkins. I have some that just look like the inside of a lemon, and then I have one that also looks like the, you know, the whole lemon. So we're going to Mod Podge those on the back because I like to finish off my projects. So we're going to do that, and then hopefully I'll have time to do my messy bow. If not, I'll finish that afterwards. Thank you very much for the time warning. Like I said, I have a hard time doing it. Or bubbles. Yeah, I do have bubbles somewhere, Tammy. Thanks for the suggestion. I do have bubbles somewhere. But that's the cool thing. If you have all that stuff, or if you have some ideas like Tammy's sharing hers, you know, you can make it. Whatever comes into your mind. It's so cool. I love that we can do that. I just went and grabbed my jars. I don't know about you guys, but I repurpose jars. They have to be kind of cute. I either repurpose them or I buy them very inexpensive. And I have my, these have all different green and yellow beads in it. And then I have some in here with my black and white beads. So I will probably take this little thing off and restring it with some beads. Or add a little beaded thing that'll come down the side. I could even really kind of make that into a tassel if I wanted. But I want to bring those elements into it just because it's kind of, you know, right now we're only working with the 2 colors. And I think it would look better even with the 3. So that's what I'm going to do. I may not get all that done. Thank you. Isn't that fabric great? So what I'm going to do next, I just want to make sure it's dry, you guys, because I'm going to flip it over. So I don't want to smear any of my wonderful work. And you guys, it's not hard, you know, I mean, okay, I think we're dry. Because I definitely want to do this. So now, I know most of you, if you're crafters, you already know all about, I'm going to put a towel, I'm going to put this under it because I don't want to mess up my thing, about Mod Podge. But I actually like to do the dry Mod Podge technique. So I am going to do that. So we're just going to Mod Podge a couple of these napkins on the back because, if I can get it open, because I want to finish this off. If this was hanging on a door and you could maybe see the back side through the glass door or something, Yeah, thanks, Tammy. Thank you. We'll see what I get to. Yes, after me. Thank you, Gia. Sorry about that, guys. After me is Crafting Barefoot with Sharon. I'm excited to see what she's going to do. But anyway, I like to use the, remember, we have the events going on all day. And I actually don't have the paper in front of me. I should have, to tell me how long it ran to. But I know we have several more creators coming up. So I'm just going to cover this whole surface with, I'm going to cover this whole surface with my Mod Podge, and then I'm going to dry it because that's the way I like to work with Mod Podge. You know, you want to cover it generously, especially when I'm working with something like, I could have put the fabric on the back too, but I decided I'd work with these napkins instead. But when you're working with napkins, you know, they can tear, and I just don't like the wrinkles and the tears and all that stuff. So I do the dry technique. And I apologize, you guys. I really thought that I was going to be able to get this all the way finished. Best laid but I hope you enjoyed the beginning as well. I hope maybe that, at least, if nothing else, that gave you an idea of what you could do with lemons. I think anybody could do that, right? You don't have to have any special skills to be able to do that. Okay, so that is all done. The Mod Podge is done. Put that over there. And I'm going to dry it with my blow dryer. All right, let's see if I can catch up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, in case, you know, for some reason you have to leave early, or you have not seen this technique, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry this all the way. No problem. Thanks so much. I appreciate it, Tammy. Thank you so much, Christy. Yeah, that's the cool thing. I know, I love that fabric. The cool thing about, you know, DIYing is that we all come up with it. We look at things so differently. And I love that somebody else can take every bit of these same materials that I just shared and make theirs look completely different. Theirs would turn out exactly opposite. Not necessarily opposite, but so different than what mine would, because our brains just all work so differently. And we can feed off each other and be inspired by each other with our creative ideas. All right, that feels pretty dry. You know, Mod Podge doesn't take very long. Let me know in comments if you've seen this technique. So you dry the Mod Podge, and now here's the other trick that I usually do. I usually get a little bit of the Mod Podge on my finger, because these napkins are 2-ply. I'm pretty sure they're 2-ply. They may be 3-ply, but you gotta separate it. So I usually get a little Mod Podge on my fingers, and I go to one of the corners, and I got too much Mod Podge. And then, or you can wet your fingers if you want, or do whatever you want to get through it separated. But I just find the little Mod Podge is perfect for that. You just separate it because you want to get it down to the 1-ply. Now, this napkin, oh, you guys, my fan. I told you I had my fan on. This napkin is not going to be big enough to cover the entire surface. So I actually decided that I was going to use this one on the bottom. And you know what? I probably should take those out real quick. This is little staples here. I'm going to try, see if I can take that out real quick, because I will reuse this. A lot of times I just use my own ribbons and stuff, but I will reuse this. So I'm going to take these little staples out so that I can put my napkin on there. And then I can reattach this after I beat it. And guys, I would love it if you would let me know if you make one. I'm seeing some good ideas flying around here. So if you decide to make one like this, oh my gosh, come back to my page. I actually have a VIP group. That's a free group where I just share specials, and I like to encourage other people to share their designs. I would love you to have you come in there, and you could share one of yours in my VIP group if you've done it. I would love to see what you create, especially if I inspired you somehow, because that's what I'm here for. Oh guys, look how cute this one is. Ooh, I think I might just use that part of it. Let's cut it. Oh my gosh, my fan is just working against me, y'all. Let's cut it. So what you would do is, I only have a couple minutes, you guys. I apologize. Make sure that you refresh the page after me, and then you will see our friend Crafting Barefoot with Sharon. She sounds like my kind of girl. I'm a barefoot gal as well. Thank you. I promise I will post a picture of this on my page, and it'll be in my stories after I get it all finished. So I hope that you'll come back and check that out. Oh, I cannot get this one apart. Yeah, I just put Mod Podge in my mouth. Oh, there we go. But what I'm going to do is I am going to, oh, that's ripped. Okay. We won't use that piece. That ripped. We'll use this piece. I am going to put this on here with some parchment paper, and I am going to iron it, and that will reactivate my Mod Podge, and it'll iron out all these wrinkles, and then I don't have to worry about any tears since it's so thin. And that will work out perfectly. I prefer that method. So